Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now I haven't actually made a video in 6 days. Now that is correct. I just uploaded a Slenderman video. Hope you do like that. It took me a little bit to make, but this video kind of explains why I haven't uploaded in the last 6 days. And now it's gonna be kind of far-fetched, but you have to believe me, all of it is true. And feel free to leave your opinions on what happened in the comments. I do actually have an eyewitness whose channel I will be linking in the top right hand corner of the screen right now. You will see his channel linked, so feel free to click on that, check out his amazing channel. But anyways, we're just gonna keep going, I guess. But so yeah, basically we went to Maine. We go to Wells, Maine every summer. Actually, my family consists of me, my dad, my mom, and my brother. And so we went up to Maine, right, like we always do. And this time, so I don't know if you know this, but there's this family that lives right behind us that also consists of 4 members: mom, dad, sister, brother. Sister is older than the brother. Brother is about younger than me, well, a lot younger than me. He's freaking 7. But basically, one day, they had installed a bouncy house in the park, and I had my GoPro headset with me, and he actually took that, put it on record, which is kind of a stupid move. Now I got footage of him, but he put it on record, and yeah, and then he took it, wore it, put it on, ran away, wouldn't give it back for about, I want to say 10 minutes. Because I ended up, in the recording, I got it back and successfully turned it off. Then he backhanded me, took it, put it back on, and ran around with it more. So yeah, but me and my friend ended up getting it from him. Long story short, right? So I'll actually play a clip of it. I'll play the clip that he stupidly recorded right now.
Hey, get Tana!
With the strap. Tyler, you had your thing.
I think so. Here, help me.
I think you're going. Oh, we're up there. Okay, can we have that back?
No. No.
We're not asking.
Yes, you are.
Okay, give that back.
Yeah.
Stay there, Dylan. Watch him.
What?
I dare you to smash it. I told you I dare you to smash it.
My phone?
Smash it. Smash it.
Give it back. Give it back. Give it back.
Think I won't.
Smash it.
Take it off, okay?
Sure.
Take it off then. You gotta really fucking grab me.
I'll take that. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, it's recording. Is it? Yes, it is.
Alright, so as you can tell, he takes it, and he doesn't really get that far with it. He does actually outsmart us in one of the scenes, because I was kind of exhausted from jumping around in the bounce house the entire day. Well, for like 5 minutes, I want to say, actually. And then, yeah, so I already explained the rest. So then, nothing else happened that day with him. And then the next day, we were at the playground that is next door, play a game we commonly play called Fish Out of Water, and I've been recording a ton of clips for my summer video montage, in which I'm going to combine a bunch of clips of me and my friends playing over the summer and in the pool and everything. It's going to be really amazing with sound effects and everything, and I'm thinking about making my own music to add into it. It's going to be amazing. And so we were recording a couple of clips for that yesterday. Yesterday. We got, I think, one of the pool, and then we were at the playground, and then all of a sudden, this kid, I don't want to say his name, because he's kind of a brat, so I'm just going to call him Jacob for this story. Oh, for this true story, I should say. So, Jacob, he goes around, I'm going to say Jake instead, actually. So, Jake, he goes around, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we were in the bounce house again, and everyone was kind of playing aggressively. They were playing King of the Hill. There's a really steep slide in the bounce house that leads out of it, and the objective was to climb up it and pull the people that were sitting at the top down. So, and then you had to stay on top for as long as you could. And everyone was playing aggressively except me, because I was obviously the biggest, the oldest, and the strongest out of everyone. I didn't want to hurt anyone, so I wasn't playing that aggressively. And all of a sudden, this kid, Jake, comes over, and the other day, he did backhand me, and then he just, out of nowhere, just grabs me by my ankle and pushes me down the slide. For no reason. He's really aggressive about it, too. So then, instead of climbing up, like the rules... Well, there's no rule against not doing it, but I just went through the zipper, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, he got these two other people to pin me down, and then he started pounding on my head with his fist, and I don't mean lightly. Like, he was a strong 7-year-old, and he was punching me really hard. So what I ended up doing was, like, really, really scratching him bad in the neck, and pushing everyone else away. Because, well, I mean, they were pinning me down. I couldn't really do much, because they were also scratching me, so I just pushed him off, hit him a couple times. I think I kicked him. And so then my friend comes over, and he helps me out. And then, yeah, that happens. And then about a little bit later, we end up leaving the bounce house. And now at this point, this kid, Jake, is mad at me because I pushed him. All I did was push him. Everyone else was still attacking me. He wasn't, because I pushed him kind of hard. Because, well, he was kind of sitting on top of me, banging on my head, you know. But, so I pushed him off kind of really hard, and I'm assuming he hit his head. I hope he hit his head. Unfortunately, he didn't get a concussion from it, but he hit his head, I'm assuming. And then he got really mad at me for pushing him. So he started chasing me around, and I kid you not, chasing me around. He was kind of actually really, really slow. He is really slow. So I was just like basically walking, and then eventually he got so mad that I was ignoring him that he jumped on top of me and started punching my head again. So I delivered, I swear, one punch. It was the funniest thing. I delivered one punch to his mouth, made him bleed, made him fall, made him start crying. He got so mad, he jumped on my back, got me on the floor, and started pounding on my head again. So what I did was I scratched up his neck more. I grabbed him by the neck, and I think I either headbutted him with my head or I punched him again, and then he fell down. And instead of fighting him more, I wanted to leave because I didn't want to hurt this not so innocent 7-year-old very much. But he started calling me a bunch of names. So eventually I figured I'd ignore him because, well, I mean, he was kind of, he wasn't being the nicest. So I just left. Me and my friend, we went over back to my camper. And we spent like a half an hour there editing the Slender Man video. Then his bike wasn't working, so he went back to his place to fix his bike. About 15 minutes later, I went over to check on him. He got his bike fixed. We go back to the playground. Now, these kids are still at the playground, and we don't actually know that. So, when we get to the playground, at first, it kind of somewhat seemed... Also, I apologize for any noises in the background. It kind of somewhat seems normal. They're not really doing anything, and then all of a sudden, they invite us to play tag with them, and we say, of course, the first thing we're going to say is no. I mean, they literally just attacked us. And then they say, oh, yeah, we wouldn't have let you play anyways. and they were literally purposely trying to make us mad, but we held our tempers and didn't get mad at them. I mean, they're all 7-year-olds. So, yeah, I think the oldest was like 7.5, and it definitely wasn't Jake. Jake, I think, is the youngest in that group. Definitely. He's like probably 6, honestly. He's probably not even 7 yet. And so, anyways, we ended up asking them if we could play, and they made up some stupid thing we'd have to do in order to play with them. So of course we said no, and we got on our bikes and we started leaving, and then they kind of felt desperate, so they just invited us to play for no cost or anything. So we agreed. And also, while we were editing the Slenderman video, I had actually left my candy and everything with my brother. I had $5, more than $5. I had $5.50 something cents, all in coins, and then I had a bunch of candy, and my brother gave it to them, and they all ate it, and they spent all my money, and at this point I don't know that yet. So yeah, they spent all my money, ate all my candy. So of course at the moment I'm kind of mad at them for that. And so then yeah, and they had no reason to do that either, so you know. But so he got kind of mad, I am assuming, that I punched him and made him bleed. So, like the little whiny brat he is, he told his mom on us. So his mom got one of her friends, and they literally, I swear, tried to corner me in the woods. Like, we were playing the tag game that they wanted us to play so badly, right? And then his mom and her friend try and corner me just to talk to me, literally. And then his freaking sister is just standing there. I don't even know what the hell she was doing. She was just standing there. So there was like literally nowhere for me to go. So eventually I decided I'd just ignore them. I'd just leave them. I don't want to talk to these overweight people. So I decide to just go, right? And then all of a sudden she just stops me. And I swear, I got on my bike and I was about to leave, and she put her foot in front of my bike wheel, which definitely hurt her, because I already started it. She didn't even care. She was just saying, "Oh, you never touch my son again. You stupid, you never touch my son again." And at this point, I was like, "Okay, woman, I know, but I don't really care what you have to say at this point." So I was just literally trying to leave, because I had no interest in what she was saying whatsoever. And eventually my friend, who was just a little ahead of me, noticed that she was trying to talk to me, so he came over and tried to get me out of it. And then she started saying stuff to him, too, which he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything except try and break Jake off of me, because he was, like, attacking me. All he did was try and prevent him, and I explained how he stole my camera, and I explained how he technically started it by pinning me down and punching me, and she didn't even care. All she cared about was that I punched him twice and pushed him like once or twice and scratched him. That's all she cared. She didn't care that I had like 10 headaches going on at the same time. No, she didn't care about that. Who would? So anyways, yeah, then at this point we just completely ignored her. Before she even finished her sentence, because you know how sometimes people will be like, "All right, do you understand me?" And you have like no choice but to say okay. She said that, and I literally just rammed over her foot and left. I did not give a damn anymore. And I heard her call after me, "Hey," but I just ignored her, and I guess they gave up because they ended up going home. But yeah, so that was kind of funny. But then we continued to play the stupid tag game we were playing, which is actually really, really unfair in our favor, because we said no vehicles, no bikes or anything, and we were just using our bikes to try and get away from these crazy people. So we got off our bikes, but then they saw we were on our bikes for like a second, and they got on their bikes and wouldn't let us get them. So then we just decided to go home. I started editing some of the clips I got with my GoPro, and yeah. So then the next day, I think someone told my mom that this kid was pounding on me and everything. So my mom goes over to their trailer and starts talking to their mom. And I guess I was watching the whole thing from the window. They don't know this, but I was watching the whole thing from the window. And she was like so overprotective, I swear. this kid's mom, Jake's mom, was so overprotective of Jake. Like, literally, any wrong that my mom said he did or committed, he just downright lied about. And I could hear. Like, it's not like I didn't know what was going on. I could hear what was going on. So, yeah. So, you know, that's kind of not nice. And then my brother later confessed to giving them all my money and candy. So then we just left Maine, literally. We just got home, and I decided to record this because I haven't uploaded that much. And so before we left, my mom went over to talk again, and this time, because Dylan fessed up and my brother, he doesn't like any of the candy I have that I get. And he has braces, and all the candy I got was sticky candy. So then Jake utterly lied and said he didn't eat anything, and he didn't spend any of my money, when it was probably Jake's idea to do all that anyways. So, yeah. That's the story of what literally just happened to me in the last 6 days. That's why I haven't been uploading. I've been working on this collage, and this video is to expose this little 7-year-old. By the way, he's not actually 7. He's trying to pretend he's older than me. I was born January 2nd of 2006 at like 1 in the morning, therefore making me instantly older than anyone that is born in 2006. What this kid says is that he is a year older than me, and he was born in 2006, and his birthday is in November. That doesn't remotely make any sense, so I instantly just call him 7, because, you know, he acts like he's 7. And he squeaks so much. And actually, I'm going to prove it right now that he's a squeaker. Alright, so now that I've proved to you all that he is actually a squeaker, literally, squeaks like a darn mouse, and I've told you all the true story of what literally just happened to me in the past 6 days, yeah, send me your prayers, because I'm probably going back up there to Maine this upcoming weekend. And I'm going to have to deal with this family again. And, yeah, and then I forgot to mention his sister was also really overprotective. And she was also lying to my mom. So, and to me. She was lying to everyone. They were all lying. But, yeah, so anyways, I hope you all did enjoy. I will see you in the next one. And remember, do not support this kid. He's a little midget, I swear to God. How could he be 13 years old if he is literally half my size? That's why he's 7 years old on the inside. Anyways, I hope y'all do enjoy. My name, of course, has been Tyler. Many of you don't actually know my name, you know. But, you know, anyways, that has been this true story. I've said that like 5 times now, and I'm in the episode now. Episode. No, video. I'm gonna end it now, so I'll see you on the next one. Bye.